Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to News with Cruz, brought to you by Cruz News. You're not going to want to miss this show. Tonight, the London Bridge falls down due to mass pigeon migration. The Euphrates River has dried up. Putin has surrendered to Uzbekistan. And first up, the former first-round draft pick to the Tennessee Titans experiences a devastating nerve injury.
After a teammate collapsed on his hand, Super Bowl champion Alexander Swanson is surprisingly experiencing the effects of a nerve injury. The nervous system is the conductor, coordinator, and communicator of the body. There are two main parts of the nervous system. The CNS, or central nervous system, is composed of the brain, spinal cord, and relay neurons. The PNS, or peripheral nervous system, is composed of all those nerves outside the brain and spinal cord, the ganglia and sensory and motor neurons. This injury was one to the PNS. Billions of nerves make up the nervous system, and they're composed of neurons, the basic type of cell. Dendrites bring messages to the cell body, or soma. From here, it travels along the axon and across the synapse using neurotransmitters. The myelin sheath on the neurons allows for a faster transmission of signals. It's a fatty wrap around the axon made by neuroglia. The two main divisions within the peripheral nervous system are the afferent and efferent divisions. The afferent division transfers action potential signals from the senses to the CNS. The efferent division transfers signals from the CNS to all the effector cells. While neurons can normally live and function for a lifetime if unharmed, Alexander's injury is a peripheral nerve injury in which there is nerve damage. There may be a disruption of axons, loss of continuity in the axons, or even demyelination. This can affect the ability of the nervous system to communicate with motor neurons in the muscles. It can lead to a loss of coordination and balance. I'm Dr. Featherbottoms with Cruz News.
Thank you, Dr. Featherbottoms. We're honored to have Alexander Swanson on the show tonight. Again, thank you so much for being on the show, Mr. Swanson. Can you tell us a little bit about how the injury happened?
First of all, it's my pleasure. I'm a huge fan of News with Cruz.
Many people are.
As I landed on the ground after the sack, a 340-pound man just stepped right on this hand.
That's a lot of damage right there.
Exactly. And ever since then, I've just been having constant just numbness and just tingling so bad in this left hand, I can't even play football.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we've noticed with these types of injuries that it seems that there's usually a loss of muscle coordination, even balance if it's something in the legs or the arms. You know, how has this affected you?
Well, personally, what's done to me is I just can't grip right with this, and having that second hand on that ball, keeping it sturdy, that's half of everything, because I got to make sure that I can't knock this out of my hands, because our defense isn't that great this year, but, you know, we're working better on it.
Absolutely. Big fan myself. Dr. Featherbottoms talked a lot about how demyelination can occur with these types of injuries, which makes the conduction signal go slower. Have you felt a loss of coordination, a loss of being able to move your fingers?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, mainly just right now it's because of just how numb and tingly they are. It just hurts to move. But no, absolutely, this side moves a lot faster than this side, as you can see.
So tell me a little bit about how you're trying to personally rehab from this injury. There's still a lot we don't know about the nervous system.
Oh, exactly. As you just said, we don't know a whole lot. So right now they just have me resting it. They have me getting lots of sleep, but I'm sleeping on the opposite side because they don't want me to sleep on these fingers as they were just jammed up pretty good. But we're just trying to figure this stuff out one step at a time because we've got to get out there and have a championship football program.
Absolutely. Alexander, I really appreciate you being on the show tonight. I just want to ask you, what would you suggest to other people who may be struggling with nerve issues, whether that's something from a lifestyle factor or if it's just a freak injury like yours?
Well, what I have to say to that is that it is absolutely crucial that you exercise the most important muscle you have, and that's the mind. You need to try to get as educated as you can because there's not a lot out here on this, and it's just best to do is just have a healthy lifestyle, keep making good choices, and try to do as much as you can, trying to get the nerve back. But that's all I can say.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us so much tonight, and we just want to encourage you to remember that there's still a lot we don't know about the nervous system, but if we can give you anything, it's to make healthy lifestyle choices. Eat a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and grains and lean proteins to keep your nerves healthy. Exercise regularly and avoid factors that may cause nerve damage, such as repetitive motions, cramped positions, and exposure to toxic chemicals. In our world today, with people sitting as much as they do, it can really mess up your nerves, so make sure you're getting up and moving around. I'm Mark Cruz, and thank you for joining News with Cruz tonight.